Hello and welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to take a look at Oinkologne EX. Let's get to it. Alright, so here is Oinkologne EX. Let's talk about it. It's a stage 1 Pokemon, so you gotta evolve it from Lechonk. Has 260 HP, so decent amount of HP, but it has some pretty good attacks. The first one being Maddening Scent for 1 colorless energy. You're doing 30 times the amount of bench Pokemon your opponent has, plus an extra 10. So at max, you're doing 160, which is really nice because you're 2-hit KOing a lot of things in the format. But the only problem is to power this guy up, you sometimes have to use double turbo energy, and that might reduce your damage here and there. But if you just power it up with just like a Lucky Energy or V-Guard energy, you can still do some decent amount of damage. And then we also have Heavy Stomp for 3 colorless energy. You can do 210, but you have to flip a coin, and if you get tails, you can't attack next turn. So that's the only thing that I don't like about this card is, first of all, you have to do 3 colorless energy. So if you do DTE, you're only doing 190, which kind of sucks because you're missing out on some knockouts. If you put Choice Belt, you can take knockouts on like some V Pokemon, but not any like V Stars or anything like that. And then if you hit tails, then you're not going to be able to attack next turn. So you have to find a way to switch between Oinkologne. Now this deck begs to be played with Cheren's Care, because what you want to do is essentially attack with 1 Oinkologne, then use Cheren's Care to pick up that Pokemon, and then go in with another Oinkologne, and then keep swinging. Now the only problem with this deck is because you're playing more Cheren's Cares, and we also play Cheryl to kind of heal our Pokemon as well, you lose out on some consistency. So what we do is we play a heavy line of the Bibarel and the Skwovet engine. Basically, this has been going around the ladder for quite some time. You can Skwovet, put your hand to the bottom of the deck, draw 1 card, and then use Bibarel to draw into a full 5. Besides that, the deck is kind of focused on disruption and tankiness, so we play a heavy amounts of Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak is like really good in this deck because a lot of decks in the format need to use their abilities to play like Gardevoir, Mew, Arceus, right? So if you can stick a path in play really early on, they may not be able to get going, which allows you to get set up. Something that I found about this deck is it's a little bit hard to set up at times. So having that path in play does help you get an extra turn or two to get everything rolling. Now we also play a heavy count of Judge. Being able to judge your opponent makes it so that they don't have really a lot of options every turn. So you can still keep going in with Oinkologne. If they just keep swinging into you and you just like tank all the hits, then at some point you just come in with Cheren's Care and make it so that your opponent didn't really do much and don't have a lot of options. We play the full Face Guard for tankiness. We don't have any abilities, so we can tank for 20 less damage. And we are playing the V-Guard energy. So if you're going up against V Pokemon, you taking 30 less damage on top of that, which is really great. Now the spicy tech that I do have in this deck is the Jynx. Now I've looked at a lot of Japanese lists with Oinkolones to kind of see how I wanted to set up the deck, and I saw that they were playing Farfetch, which has a pretty much the same attack as Jynx. Jynx has the Psychic Assault attack for 2 colorless energies. You're doing 10 times each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon plus an extra 10, so you're basically doubling the damage on your opponent's Pokemon and adding an extra 10 to it. And that's what Farfetch does, and I really like the idea, but I thought Jynx was a little bit better in that, just because you don't have to use psychic energies. You can use double turbo to power this up really quickly, and if your opponent attacks into it and they're a V Pokemon, they don't get to take a prize, which is really nice. The whole deck is focused around preventing your opponent from taking prizes and playing the game. So I really like the fact that Jynx kind of plays into that and allows you to finish up KOs that Oinkologne can't really take on its own. But that's pretty much it for the deck list. It's pretty straightforward. You're going with Oinkolones, you're tanking, using Cheren's Care to heal up, and then just kind of finishing knockouts with Jynx every so often here and there. Here is the full deck list. If you want to try it out for yourselves, let me know what you guys think about this deck list, and let's hop onto the ladder and test out Oinkologne EX. Okay, decent start here. We can actually do this, slap the DTE, and even put, actually I might save the path because they can't use Starboard this turn. I'll put the path after I judge next turn. That's gonna be so cruel. So I'm gonna go ahead and then just save the path just in case if they have a stadium bump this turn. But this is finally a decent start with this deck. Oi, whoa, going back in time. Back to Arceus Ray. Dang, this is one of the very first decks I covered when I started my channel. It's fun. Cool to see that it's still out there, still rocking the boat. Okay, so what do they gotta do? Just Trinity Charge? Alright, go ahead, do your Trinity Charge thing. Okay. Double Arceus. Fire on the Arceus. Ooh, that is a really good top deck. This has been a great top deck. We can do all of this, all of it. Yes, let's do it. Go ahead and do it. Ooh, and we can even Nest Ball. Jeez, we can go Nest Ball. Grab the Skwovet even. Let's go ahead and rope. So we can swing up one of those guys. Yeah, let's do that. Alrighty. Send up that Arceus V, buddy. Let's go ahead. We'll Nest Stash, put that to the bottom of the deck. And then go Bibarel, Ultra Ball. Not bad. I do want to get another Lechonk in play. Ask and you shall not receive, but this is actually fine. What I can do, I think I can Ultra Ball away. I want to keep the V guard, so I'll get rid of the double turbo. Yeah, double turbo and Lucky Energy seems fine. I'll do this. Go grab myself another Lechonky boy. That way I can evolve this Oinkologne and attach next turn. And then we just go ahead and we go Heavy Stomp. We won't take the knockout, unfortunately, but we do have Paths of Peak in play. They can hit me for 200 with this Arceus, but if I can get Cheren's Care, then we can kind of loop Oinkolognes. And I can knock it out with Maddening Scent if I need to. There's a VMAX. There's Fire Energy. Okay, and Ultra Ball. But Path is going to stick here, so that's pretty nice. Ultra Ball hit for 200. And, oh, 170, because, yeah, the V-Guard energy, forgot about that. The best part about this deck. Yeah, so now I have to just fish for Cheren's Care. And I can't knock it out with Maddening Scent, unfortunately. Right, because Maddening Scent only does 50. So I want to attach this here. Evolve. Let's use the stash first. I don't want to use Colress here. Bibarel, not bad, not great, not bad though. Okay, I see how it is. Go full face guard here. Yeah, I guess so. This is fine. I guess I can go. Wait, can I even attack? I don't think I can attack, right? I didn't flip heads. Let's see what Colress gets me. Can we get a switch of some kind? We got Cheren's Care. I have another Bibarel in hand, right? Yeah, so I'm okay with that. I don't want to judge them, so I guess we'll grab the energy. So I can't do anything, so I guess I could just retreat here. Because I don't want to lose the two prizes. I'm gonna go ahead, retreat, put this there, and just go in with the Manaphy. That seems fine. That opens up my bench space. And they're bricking, unless that is a broken top deck. Nope, Heavy Ball can get them Rayquaza. That's fine. You can pinch Rayquaza, and then just do Trinity Nova again. Okay, so they got two Rayquazas powered up, which is interesting. If I got Jynx here, that would also be really nice, but no Jynx at the moment. They have 4 Pokemon in play. So Maddening Scent does 100? Is that right? How does it do 100? It does what, 30 for each? Oh yeah, definitely does do 100. Okay, good. So I can knock out this guy, which is great. Let's go ahead. We can put this guy here. I don't want to put another one. I don't think I need that much. Let's go ahead and put the Lucky Energy on here. We could save the Cheren's Care. Let's just go ahead. Let's go stash first. See if we can grab some stuff. Oinkologne. We can go Sizers here. Draw into some stuff. We got Pal Pad, Colress. I don't want to judge them, so I think I will go just Colress here. Let's go Colress, see what we can grab. The Care, the Boss, and I think the DTE is going to be really helpful. Yeah. We can do this. I could Ultra Ball away the Judge because I don't need it. I can put another Lechonk down, but I think I'm fine. I'm okay at the moment. I don't need to stress about putting another Lechonk down. I think we'll just go ahead, Maddening Scent, and knock out the Arceus. Now they can knock me out with the Rayquaza because it does so much damage. But we can smack into it and then potentially use Jynx to knock it out, which will give us 3 prizes, and then we just have to try and get 1 more prize after that. Max Burst, it's 4 times 8, 320. Oh, they just get rid of 1 fire energy? Okay, I see you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. Let's Nest Ball here. Put the Lechonk down. Yeah. Actually, I think I want to put the Jynx down just to guarantee that attack. How much am I doing with this? Let's see. I could smack into the Arceus. The Rayquazas aren't going to really do much. Let's go ahead and put the DTE here. I guess I have to put it on the active. I could boss up this Arceus and take 2 prizes there, but it doesn't really change my prize mapping per se. I could Cheren's Care and pick up this Oinkologne, that way they don't have a chance to boss KO it. Which might be good. How many Cheren's Cares have we used? None, and we still have Pal Pad, so I can go ahead and do this. I don't want to keep this damage in play. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that guy, put the Lechonk down, and I can't attach any energy, so that's fine. I do want to thin out this, so let's go ahead and thin out the Judges. Just grab another Lechonk, that seems okay. And then we'll go Heavy Stomp. This way next turn I just have to see if I can get a DTE. I think we still have, how many DTEs do we have? Ooh, we have 1 more DTE. Hopefully it's not prized. I need to check if it's prized or not. If anything, if they don't knock me out, okay, they play E-Switch, so they can take the knockout here, I think. It's like full send away. Yeah, they take the knockout because they get rid of all 3. Now all we have to do is just try and get a DTE, and the Jynx can knock out the Rayquaza. The V-Guard, not quite gonna cut it. Let's do this. I don't want to use Pal Pad because it might dilute the chances of getting DTE. I will put another Lechonk down. Let's go ahead and Nest Dash here. Paths to the Peak, pretty good. Okay. No dice here. They could attack next turn if they just attach. Kind of sucks. Sucks that we didn't get it. Okay, let's go ahead. Just these incisors. Cheren's Care, okay. But we just need energy attachment next turn, and then we can knock out the Rayquaza. If they do retreat, they could still knock out this Rayquaza. Or not the Rayquaza, they could knock out this Jynx. They may not take a prize though, which could be interesting. Or no, I'm getting this confused with, what am I getting confused with? There's like one card where it's like you can flip. I think this is Trevenant. Trevenant? I think it's Trevenant. But this one, they don't take a prize, right? The camera's in the way, I gotta make sure. Okay, yeah, they won't be able to take a prize with Jynx. So that seems okay. Alright, there's a V-Star. They don't have Stadium Bump still, so they can't use Starbirth to get what they need. So this Rayquaza may be stuck in the active, which gives me a chance to attack with Jynx. They have Pal Pad, so they put Boss back into the deck. And they just pass. Okay, so we have a chance to get energy. Can we get energy? Let's go ahead. Let's thin these out of the deck to grab another Oinkologne. Plop that down. Let's go Bibarel first. See if we can grab it. We got energy, great. So we can do this. I can go Nest Dash. Put everything back into the deck. Got V-Guard, that's pretty good. And then I can draw again with Bibarel. And then I have Cheryl, I have Boss, I have everything I kind of need to kind of keep going in this game. I can go Psychic Assault here. Knock out the Rayquaza, get 3 prizes off of that. Pretty good. And then DTE, it was prized, now that I know. And they're just gonna Boss, which is fine. They can smack into me, that's totally fine. If I want to, I can actually just go Cheryl here. I can rope Cheryl, and that's gonna be really great for us. Do I Pal Pad here? Get the Cheren's Care back? Not yet. I think I'm gonna just do this first. I'm gonna go ahead and rope. Put that Arceus in play. That way, if they need to top deck energy in order to attack, I can go ahead, put the V-Guard energy. I can go ahead and Cheryl to get rid of the 100 damage there. And then I want to keep my hand because I want to make sure I have access to energy next turn. We're only doing 40, but that does set us up to potentially take a knockout in the next couple turns. Let's see what this top deck is. Is it some way to bump the stadium? Because if they have access to Starbirth, nope, it does not, unfortunately. So we can do this. We'll go DTE here. We'll go Colress, see what we can grab. I guess Switch, Paths, V-Guard. Those are all pretty good, right? I don't need another Lechonk. Yeah. Alrighty. And then I think we just go ahead, swing. And then if we can't attack next turn, we can just switch into the Jynx and then take our knockout from there. If they do retreat and take a knockout with Rayquaza, we can actually just boss up the Arceus and then take a knockout as well. So I think we won. I think this is pretty much checkmate for my opponent. Think about DTE, that's totally fine. Now they're only doing 100 and, 130 because of the V-Guard. I always forget about the V-Guard. The V-Guard is there for a reason. They did get 1 energy attachment here. Yep, all we have to do is just switch into the Jynx and then Psychic Assault for our last prize. So finally, the deck worked. I've been trying a bunch of different versions of this deck, and this one seemed to be the best one. I think my opponent bricked a little bit, but that's the whole point of the deck, is the fact that we play Paths of the Peak to try and make it so that our opponent can't really play the game. Alright, we'll see if we get donked by a freaking cram. They have water energy, so that tells me they play Greninja, so I need to get Manaphy down, otherwise it could. Not Star Portal though, Moonlight Shuriken, yep, there's that guy. Alright, conceal cards, gets rid of the psychic energy. They use 2 Comfies. They haven't used Colress yet. So they may not have the Cram attack this turn, which would be really nice, because then I can judge them, put a barrel down, and then maybe see if I can draw into a switch out. Good, this is really nice for us. Alright, we want to play the Oink. We want to play the Bibarel. And then, do I even judge them? They didn't get much, but they'll be able to get it with next turn. So let's go ahead, judge, potentially stifle their attack. We got the switch and the energy, that's perfect. Okay, so we can go rope. And we have the judge for next turn. And we have a barrel. So this is a pretty good start. I do want to get some more Lechonks in play though. I mean, they probably just throw up Comfy, right? If I can get Path off this Bibarel, that would be the best. So let's see if we can grab that. Industrious Incisors. No Path, but we do get another Lechonk, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and throw that down. Actually, am I worried about Manaphy? Well, I'm not even worried about Greninja now at this point. He can use Greninja to KO my Lechonk, but that's gonna be a huge waste of resources, I think. Let's go ahead and put another Lechonk down. And then I can't go Maddening Scent, unfortunately. If they bench one more, that would have been nice. But let's go Heavy Stomp. Knock out the Comfy. Hopefully we can attack again next turn still. Nope. No attack. But we do take away one of their Comfies. They have a 4-card hand. So this Comfy, they either have to have drawn into the Colress, or this Comfy has to get them a pretty good flower selecting. Let's see what it can do. And they also have Greninja because we didn't get the Path in play. So that also kind of sucks. But they do get 2 water energies. So maybe Greninja play is not going to be online. And they get rid of a water energy, even though they could still Recycler, but... Okay, and they got the Colress finally, so they can hit with Cram. Do 90 damage. We do want to try and evolve this Lechonk so that Sableye doesn't easily knock it out. I feel like Sableye is just going to go after my Bibarels, which is fine. This deck can be really good against Lost Box just because we have the Cheren's Care, so we need to try and loop those when the Sableye comes into play. Alright, switch card into Cram hit, seems to be the case. Oh, they vacuum the full face card, unfortunate for us, so they will hit for the straight 110. But not too worried about that. Lucky Energy, pretty good. Okay, we got the Oinkologne, that's pretty nice for us. Let's go Nest Ball. I could grab Manaphy. If I put Skwovet down, that's just easy Sableye fodder, right? I don't have another Lechonk. Do I have another Oinkologne in the deck? I have 2, but I kind of want to cycle between just 2 of them, so I don't want to bench the other one down. I guess I can put Manaphy down just in case if they do ever try to go with Recycler or Greninja and ping my board. So let's just do this. We'll put the Lechonk in play. We'll put the... Oh, actually, I shouldn't have put the Lechonk in play because I just said I wanted to only go with 2, but this is fine. Let's go here. I guess we can go Colress. We got the face guard, this, and I guess the Oinkologne? Yeah, I think that's fine. So we'll do this. Okay, that seems good. We have the Oinkologne to evolve this next turn, so if they don't have the Sableye attack, we will be fine. I can full face guard here. Did I use Bibarel? It still doesn't highlight the Bibarel, you know, ability, so I never know if I used it or not. Okay. I can't attack this turn, unfortunately. I just thought about that. So I guess I can retreat and hit with Maddening Scent, but I'm only doing 50. I think I'll end my turn, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. I'll have to end my turn. I didn't get the switch or anything like that, but if I can get Cheren's Care, and they do hit my Oinkologne, then I can just Cheren's Care it back. How many are they doing in the Lost Zone? In the Lost Zone. They have 6. Colress will put them at 8. Comfy 9. Maybe with Vacuum they can get there if they play another Vacuum. So they could hit with Sableye here, which means they can put damage on my active and then KO the Lechonk, or try and KO Manaphy and Lechonk. Maybe they might play Hawlucha, so they could get that play if they wanted to. Nope, they just spit. Okay, that's pretty good for us. Lucky Energy, and there's that Cheren's Care. What a top deck Beautiful stuff on my part. We'll go ahead, we'll drop this down. We can go Lucky Energy to this boy. Is there anything I want to do? I could Ultra Ball to thin the deck out, but I kind of want to keep the Judge in the energy, so I'll just go ahead and just go Cheren's Care here. What are we doing in terms of stuff? Our supporters are pretty good, so I think I'm just go ahead and Cheren's Care, pick up the Oinkologne, put this in play. I don't want to bench this one, but I will put the full face guard down. I could honestly just Ultra Ball, get rid of these, because we're probably going to just loop between two. So I'm fine with just thinning out the deck like this. I'm gonna grab the Jynx just in case if I need it. I don't know if I'll ever need the Jynx, to be honest. I could grab the Skwovet actually. Let's do that. I won't bench it, just because they'll probably get Sableye next turn. And if they do get Sableye next turn, can we get a heads? No. Okay, so I do need to get some sort of switch. But if they get Sableye next turn, then they can knock out Bibarel, which would kind of suck. But I didn't want to put Bidoof down, because then that just means that they have more damage to put onto other things as well and still take the prize. But we are up 2 prizes. I definitely want to Judge this next turn. I think I'll put DTE onto the Oinkologne and then Judge. That way they have less cards in hand. They only have 1 Comfy to work with. And then maybe they don't have the option to go Sableye this next turn. They just go Conceal Cards. I do want to get Path in play to stop that Concealed Cards. They've used it 1 too many times. How many Colresses are they down? They're down 3, so if I definitely get this Judge here, it could be pretty big. And there's the Concede. Okay, even with a 12 card hand, they didn't really have much options. Yeah, we definitely had the Judge, so that was helpful for us. We could have got Path in play, which would have been really good. And we could have just looped with Cheren's Care and kept the Oinkolones alive. So that was a pretty good showing. I will definitely keep that. That's going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of Oinkologne EX. Personally, I think it is a decent card. It's not the best EX we've gotten in this set, but it does do a little bit of everything. It's a master of none, jack of all trades. I said that right. Yes, I did. Because it can do some takiness. It can, heal. It can deal a decent amount of damage. But I don't like the fact that you have to flip a coin to constantly attack every turn. So you have to rely on using Cheren's Care often, maybe doing some switching here and there. And you can just whiff sometimes, which always sucks to whiff. But I do like the fact that we get to utilize the Bibarel Skwovet combo, and the spicy tech with the Jynx is really fun to use, and I like that inclusion in the deck. If you liked the video, then hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and check out next week's video. I think it might be next week. I'm recording these in advance, so I don't really know where they're going to fit in the timeline, but I'm assuming next week we're going to get Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, which I am really excited about. There are some really cool decks in that set that I really want to go over. So if you don't want to miss out on some cool new content for the game, definitely stay tuned for next week's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.